we've got the Greek Freak and Milwaukee, obviously with an exceptional job being done by Budenholzer as the coach, going up against a Boston Celtics squad led by Kyrie Irving. We had a debate on First Take this morning. I said Kyrie Irving is more important than the Greek Freak because as phenomenal as the Greek Freak is, you look at the team around him and the exceptional coaching job that Budenholzer has done this year, and you juxtapose that to the Boston Celtics and what we've been seeing from them. I think Kyrie is everything, whereas as awesome as the Greek Freak is, I think Milwaukee could do some damage even without him. To that, you say what?
I say that's accurate, and not only is that accurate, I agree with it. And I look at what Kyrie is doing during these playoffs, and you have to say that the lessons that he learned in Cleveland from playing with LeBron James, statistically, he's playing a very similar game to the way that LeBron played in terms of not only being the shot maker, but also being the facilitator and being the ball-dominant person, deciding on each and every offensive possession who gets the shot, who takes the shot, and where it's taken from. And that's how LeBron James played with him. That actually frustrated him for a long period of time and why he wanted to move and have his own team. And now that he has his own team, he's playing a very similar game and style to the way LeBron James played in terms of dominating the ball. And you look at the statistical numbers that he's put up, he's having his best playoff series because of the way he's chosen to play. And it's actually benefited Boston, in my opinion, the way Kyrie Irving is playing. On the other side of the table, when you look at Milwaukee, Giannis, to me, he's the most unique player that we've ever seen in the NBA, not only because of his skill set, but also because of his attitude. You know, this is a dude who says, I'm not going to settle for the three-point shot. I know y'all say I need to shoot the three a little bit more, but Stephen A., he acts like you and I would act if we were big men. Every time we got the basketball, if we can dunk on you, we gonna dunk on you. And that's how Giannis is playing with that attitude. He's not selling it. Every chance he gets to try to get to the lane and dunk on you, that's exactly what he's doing. And he's doing it with a force, and he's doing it in a way that really is unstoppable right now.
But I got to tell you, Zeke, I mean, I picked Boston at the beginning of the season, although I wouldn't bet my money on them now because Milwaukee looks so formidable on both ends of the floor, I might add. And then you got three-point shooters like the Lopez's of the world. You got Bledsoe performing. You got Mirotic back. You got a situation where Brogdon's about to be back. It's hard to pick against Milwaukee. But I will say this, I'm not trying to jump off the boat that I've been on, which was the Boston Celtics from the beginning of the season. Here's what I will say. If Boston is going to win this series, they got to shoot the ball the way they shot the ball in the first round, with Horford shooting threes, with Kyrie shooting threes, with Jaylen Brown, our boy, shooting threes, with Jason Tatum. They've got to beat you from the perimeter because the one game they beat Milwaukee this year in the three meetings, they were outscored in the paint by 40 points, but they hit 24 three-pointers. Is there another way that Boston can beat Milwaukee in this upcoming series?
I think it's going to be difficult for Boston to beat Milwaukee. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, what you alluded to in terms of Bledsoe, the way he's playing and the confidence that he has right now. Last year, I thought in the playoffs, you know, he had a rough playoff series. And he did not play well. As a matter of fact, he would tell you that he really stunk up the place. I look at what he's done thus far this season and the way he's bounced back as a player and as a man. And again, I look at maturation and how you mature and develop intellectually as a player as much as I do physically as a player. And where he's at right now intellectually in the game in the playoffs, he's in a really good spot. So I look at him to be a difference maker in the playoffs. Also, the thing that I question about Boston, and Stephen A., you know this from playing team sports, the trust factor that that they have with each other with the Celtics right now is very fragile. And when you're trying to beat a team in the playoffs, the thing that you're really trying to do is break the teammates' trust and confidence within each other so they won't be able to execute their game plan. And when I look at Boston right now from a trust and confidence standpoint, they're very fragile. And one or two losses can really break their trust or their ability to communicate with each other to execute the coach's game plan. And that's what I think Milwaukee will try to exploit, their trust and their confidence level within themselves.
So you got Milwaukee winning this series?
I have Milwaukee winning the series, yes.